Welcome to the Rossetti Let's Cook series featuring our beautiful Ryori ceramic series pots and pans. These beautifully crafted pots and pans boasts a series of features, including the exclusive vegan coating technology. The vegan technology is a plant-based, chemical-free ceramic coating technology that uses real olive oil and absolutely zero chemical and animal derivatives and harmful toxins. It's easy to clean, lightweight, provides excellent heat distribution. It's compatible for gas, electric, and induction cooktops. And as you can see, it looks stunning. My name is Chef Gabby Prats for Rossetti. So what are you waiting for? Let's cook! The next recipe, a personal favorite of mine, Indian butter chicken, also known as merg makhani. So for this dish, I'm using our Ryori 28cm sauce pot with lid. Now, this recipe has several components to it. The first component is the chicken and the marinade. So what I have with me here are a bunch of ingredients that I'm gonna go through as I go on, beginning with our chicken thighs. So what I'm using here, these are boneless, skinless chicken thighs. You wanna do skin on? You can. Again, for me, I'm using skinless, boneless chicken thighs. If you wanna use chicken breasts, that's fine as well, if you prefer chicken breasts. Personally, I like using chicken thighs because compared to chicken breasts are more prone to overcooking. Unlike chicken thighs where you have a little more leeway. Okay? So that's what I have with me right here. And next up, I'm gonna season this with iodized salt and ground black pepper. Next up, I've got my dry spices, beginning with our ground coriander, ground cumin, our Kashmiri chili powder, and our yogurt and lemon juice. But before I add our lemon juice and the yogurt, I'd like to give this a nice mix just to be sure that all those dry spices are distributed evenly. Okay, now I'm going to be adding our yogurt and our lemon juice. So I'm gonna mix this all up evenly. Be sure that we get even marination. Okay. And I'm gonna marinate this for at least an hour. Okay. After an hour, what we're gonna do here is we're gonna pan fry this. But that'll be the third part of the recipe. Because as mentioned, the first part is this, the chicken, the marinade. The second part is we're gonna be doing the sauce. The third part is we're gonna pan fry these marinated chicken thighs. And then the fourth part is where we will combine the pan fried chicken with our prepared sauce. So we'll be back. So the next part of our recipe is the butter chicken sauce. So what I have with me here in our Ryori sauce pot is our Arla butter. So I'm melting our Arla butter, and it's, as you can see, about to be fully melted. And I will now add our whole dried spices. So what I have with me here is a cinnamon stick. I have with me here dried bay leaves, whole cloves, and green and black cardamom. So I'm gonna be adding all of that into the pot. Now, since we're working with butter, you wanna be careful because butter burns very quickly. So don't put your heat on high. Keep it on medium. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna saute this for about 1 minute over medium heat. After about a minute of sauteing those, I will now add our diced tomatoes. So we're gonna saute this for another 1 minute. After a minute, I'm now gonna add our chicken stock, our tomato sauce, our garlic, and our ginger. So I'm gonna give this a nice mix and we will bring this to a boil. Now that we've reached boiling point, I'm now gonna add the rest of our spices. Okay, beginning with our cashews, our nuts. Then we get to our spices. So we're gonna start off with coriander, our Kashmiri chili powder, ground turmeric, butter chicken seasoning. Butter chicken seasoning, this is available online, or you can go to your favorite Indian, Middle Eastern grocery. You can buy this butter chicken seasoning. And then we have our garam masala. And then our sugar. Okay, so we're gonna mix all of this up. And this is when you really start to smell that really fragrant aroma, since you have all these spices together. Beautiful. That smell is really amazing. We're gonna simmer this for about a minute. So after a minute, I'm now gonna season this with iodized salt and ground black pepper. Give this a nice mix. And I'll now add our chicken stock. So I'm gonna bring this back to a boil before we simmer for about 8 to 10 minutes. So after about 8 to 10 minutes, what we're gonna do at this point is we will remove the whole dried spices, the cinnamon stick, the cardamom, the bay leaf, okay? Because we don't want that in there at this point because we will course this through a blender. So after we removed all those big dried spices, I'm now gonna turn this off. We're gonna cool it down a bit before we course it through a blender. Okay, so I've cooled the sauce down a bit. I transferred it to our Kiowa blender. It's very important that you cool it down a bit because if you don't cool it down and you process that hot steaming sauce, that can blow up on your face. So you don't want an accident like that. You have to cool it down a bit and then again, put it in your Kiowa blender and then we're gonna process this until smooth. Okay, that's pretty much it. Now we're gonna transfer this back to our sauce pot. Okay, now I'm gonna bring the sauce back to a boil. Now, some chefs prefer straining that sauce from the blender back to the pot. You can do so if you want. Me personally, as long as you have a very good blender, which we do have a very good blender, we're using a Kiowa blender, it really fine processes that sauce. So for me, there's really no need to strain this, but again, some prefer straining it. If you want to do that, you can do so. So the sauce is now back to boiling point. Now, at this point, what I have with me here right here is our marinated chicken thighs that I've seared in a pan. So we've marinated this for, again, at least an hour. And then you pan sear it in a pan. And now that's done. So what we're gonna do is we will add this to our boiling butter chicken sauce. We are also gonna include all these chicken juices right here. We're all gonna add that. We are gonna simmer this for about 8 to 10 minutes. That color is so nice. After about 8 to 10 minutes of simmering, we are now ready to add the last ingredient, which is our Arla whipping cream. So this will help mellow out that really strong, really rich flavor. This will help mellow it out. I'm gonna turn the heat off, and I'm now gonna add our Arla cream. And that's it. Now it's time for plating. And here we have it. The very aromatic, very rich, very delicious Indian butter chicken cooked in our Ryori sauce pot with lid.